Hi, Dr. Pat here. I'm looking at how to use the TI-84 to find an exponential regression model. So we're kind of working with some data points over here to the right, and we have years that we have, but t equals 0 is 1994. So setting up this set of data, we're going to have the t values we don't have to type in all the whole years. We get to type in just 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then we don't have to worry about typing in millions because our model will produce millions. And so that's what we got playing with. We've got t values and we've got a price. So we've got a year and price. And so to do that, I go over here to our calculator and I go to stat, and I want to edit because I got to input the information. And then, okay, so now here's the catch. Right now I have a list that is clear. If you have data in there already, you can clear out the list. What you need to do to clear out is move your cursor on top of the L1 and L2 kind of things. Move the cursor to the L1 and then press clear. That will clear everything else out of your list there. And just do that for L2 if you happen to have data. Okay, and then just move the cursor back in there. So then we just type in the data. So type it in the years first. So 0, the 2, the 4, the 6, the 8, and then the 10. And then we go to the next column over in L2, clear it out if you need to, and then we just type in the information we have with data points that we have. 0.38, 0.4 million, 0.6 million. You could type in that extra 0 if you wanted to, but I'm too lazy. 0.95 million, and then 1.2 million, and then 1.6 million. And so one of the okay, so cool. So now one of the things to always check before you do anything else from this point on is just to make sure your data are you have the same number of items in the L1 column and the L2. Because if you don't have the same number of numbers, then what will happen is it'll give you an error message, and that'll be dimension. And so that's what's happening. So I kind of always make sure that I've got the stopping at the same point here. Otherwise, it will give me an error message. Okay, now that I've got my data in, the next thing I want to do is actually make my model. So then I go back to stat, and what I want to do is highlight calc up there. So I've got calc. I'm looking for exponential regression. That's what we want, exponential regression. I'm not seeing it here on the items listed, so I'm just going to cruise down here and see if I can find it later on. Did I miss something? There it is. I'm sorry, I was too busy with that. It's item the 10th item there, item 0. So I apologize for all that up and down, but couldn't find it. Now that I hit enter, uh-oh, I forgot to clear out my thing. So I apologize. I'm gonna have to go over here to the stuff that I've already entered and clear that out. I forgot to clean my home, kind of like my room, not very clean. There we go. So I want to make sure that I'm exponential regression. Now, because we put it in list 1 and list 2, we don't have to put anything extra. It's understood as list 1 and list 2. However, if you did put it in a different list 3, list 4, list 5, that's perfectly fine because you can actually tell the calculator to do other lists as well. You can see that as the blue feature, the second feature of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 key. So if you have them in different lists, it's perfectly fine. You can type in the list. You would just type in like L3, L4. You would just type in L3 and then comma L4, and that would make a regression for list 3, list 4. But since I did it in list 1 and list 2, I'm perfectly fine, ready to go. Just press enter, and then it will give us our equation. And so what happens for us? It tells us what our A is, so that's our initial value of the exponential, and then our B value, that would be our base of the exponential. And that's the steps for finding out how to make an exponential regression line. Thanks, and have a good day.